Hi, and welcome to Cooked with Clara. Today's show is incredibly exciting for me because we're making brownies. And I'm going to be adding M&Ms into them because I don't want to be a grown-up ever and I like adding M&Ms or Astros or Smarties into my brownies. You need M&Ms, butter, dark chocolate, caster sugar, eggs, cocoa, flour, baking powder. The best trick that I can suggest for you is to prepare your baking dish before you mix everything together. For this, I'm going to use a titch of butter and squish it around in the pan, which is going to act as the glue for the baking paper to stick against this dish. Taking baking paper and figuring out how much I need and then cutting it. There we go. It sits quite snug. A handy hint to make sure that you don't have these wrinkles here, because we can have wrinkles in the faces but not in baking. Just simply cut into the paper here and fold it in. See there? Beautiful. Ta-da! So let's start making the brownies. First things, we're going to melt the butter and the sugar together. I don't have a microwave, so I'm going to do it in a bain-marie or bain-marie, which means that you take a glass bowl or any bowl and put it onto a pot that is simmering gently. The bowl sits in the pot, but there's so much space between the water and the bowl, so that the steam just very gently heats whatever's inside the bowl. Like that, you prevent burning the butter or the chocolate, whatever you're trying to melt. So 200 grams of chocolate, 250 grams of butter, and then this goes straight onto the bain-marie. Pot's on simmer, and I'm just gonna put that on there, and the chocolate actually literally immediately starts melting. Our next step is to combine the dry ingredients, and here I'm taking 65 grams of flour, 85 grams of cocoa powder, and 10 grams of baking powder, which in my experience as a chef is a teaspoon. And this I'm going to set on the side. Next step is 360 grams of caster sugar. 359. That'll be just okay. Thank you very much. I'm going to add 4 eggs, room temperature. Very important when you combine sugar and eggs. Egg yolk cooks when it is combined with sugar. There's something in sugar that cooks the egg yolk and you get lumps. So once you've added eggs to sugar, don't let them sit. Stir it immediately. Like that, you have a beautiful smooth egg mixture, and letting this stand there as well. And having a look at my chocolate, see the chocolate butter melting together. And this is going to be another minute or so. So, beautifully smooth chocolate butter combination. Okay, now I'm going to take that off. We're done. When you're removing the bowl from the bain-marie, from the pot, make sure that you use gloves so that you don't burn your fingers, because this bowl is going to be really hot, obviously from the hot steam. Next step is to combine the chocolate with the eggs. But what happens when eggs, when they meet heat, they cook. So what we're going to do is very slowly add the chocolate to the eggs. It's called tempering, which means that we just allow the eggs to adjust to the heat of the chocolate. We now add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients. This is a very important stage because we're not going to whisk them in, we're going to fold them in. So I'm going to add a little bit of like this on top and then fold in. It ensures that we get a really consistent texture. Also, I'm doing it in threes, as you can see. If I add it all at once, I've got far more chances of getting lumps. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is it. This is our brownie mixture. Into our beautifully baking paper lined dish. Last thing, I'm just going to sprinkle in some M&Ms, swirl them in, because we obviously don't want them to brown on top. I want them to be inside. And that is it. Okay, into the oven. So I am super stoked. I've taken them out of the oven. I'm going to remove like this, put it on there. I've let the brownies cool a bit, 10 minutes or so. And I'm going to slice, oh my gosh, Mensa, look at that. So for making it a little bit more attractive looking right now for everyone and add a little bit of prettiness, I'm going to sprinkle a bit of cocoa and decorate it with more M&Ms because we can. Brownies, done. Calories, screw them, and let's have a taste. And I'm not going to be stingy with this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You can't have any. But if you follow the recipe and follow my steps, you can have this as well. And I strongly suggest you make this. If you've enjoyed the video today, please share it with your friends. Go to our website for the recipe, cookwithclara.com, and subscribe. Thank you. Ciao. Bye-bye. Kom, Guga, kom. Fly. Oh, sorry. Okay. Not really necessary. That chocolate just threw me off.